Since you say that time is a very cardinal factor here, and Adams Oshiomhole is coming at a time that doesn't really favor him to try to solve the problems of the PDP and APC, of the APC in Delta State. What must be done? What must happen now to see that this crisis of whether to choose the direct methods or to use the indirect method is resolved?
The National Working Committee of the party is the final approving authority of the decision of stakeholders in a particular state whether to choose any of the options. The mere fact that a particular state apply for indirect primaries does not warrant automatic approval of the National Working Committee of the party. The party is looking at case state by state. For instance, you look at Delta State where you are now talking. The party have resolved the issue, but a fraction refused to abide by the decision of the court and the decision of the party. So what is their interest in trying to be rebellious? So you can see that this very group from the World Congress committed murder. They killed somebody in Ughelli South. This very group carried war to the National Convention where the president of this country was addressing the world, and they were able to cause mayhem. This very group, when it was time for World Congress, when everybody was voting, they ran to Port Harcourt because they didn't have the numbers. They have suddenly woken up now to want to tell the world that they are very popular. Because what are they planning? Because they've lost the structure, they've lost the opportunity to be able to get that. They are thinking of an alternative of hiring mercenaries to cost. There are security reports around that is going on. So there are a lot of things that the party look at in respect. It's not the best option is not always the option of peace. Something may be lawful but it's not expedient. But in this case, whether it is indirect primaries or direct primaries, they are both lawful. Just like the National Assembly amending the Constitution and making laws. They don't have to bring all Nigerian registered voters to come and vote. It's democracy. So it all depends on the party. The stakeholders have made their positions known, and it is because of the security reports they have even within themselves of threats to breach of peace. Some people are amassing arms and planning all kinds of things before they took that decision. So the National Working Committee of the party also have their own ways of getting feedbacks from the field. So when they take the decision, whatever decision they take, whether direct primaries or indirect primaries, they will take the position that is in the best interest of the party. And we're ready to abide by it.
Okay, let's go to Abuja, and that's another guest joins us. Cairo Ojugbo is also a member of the APC. Mr. Cairo, thank you for coming on the show from where you are. Now, the bone of contention is which method to adopt in the build-up to the 2019 general elections for Delta State, APC especially. Is there a problem? Why is it so difficult to reach an agreement or a consensus on which of the methods to use?
Thank you very much, my very good friend. Let me make it very clear. The issue of direct and indirect primary, the one to be used in Delta, is capable of the good decision. The proper decision is direct primary. If you do not apply direct primary in Delta State, you have divided the party into two. The bigger part will be disenfranchised, and the smaller part that decides to do indirect will be the only people that will be involved in the primaries. There are 5 aspirants that purchase forms for the gubernatorial primaries. 4 of them want direct primary. Only 1 wants indirect. And why the direct primary is the answer is this. In every ward, all members of the party, they know themselves. All card-carrying members of the party. You have your card, whether temporary or the one by the latest registration. Of course, you saw the president register. And that same registration that the president did is what has been happening. That's the registration method in Delta, what the Deltans have been doing. So if you call for the proper primary, which is the direct primary, what will happen is that no person, no machinery is going to come from outside to come and impose themselves on the members, because the members know themselves. They hold ward meetings, they hold local government meetings, they hold state ESCO meeting, and there are two factions in the party. Now, one faction only, and which is the smaller faction, wants indirect. The bigger faction wants direct primary. And the only way to build a party is that everybody is involved. The national chairman of the party has said, look, he does not want to become part of the problem of the party. Therefore, he is going to do everything humanly possible to unite and build a proper party. And that is why I'm appealing on members of the NWC not to make the mistake of allowing indirect primary. Allow direct primary if you are popular, if you have your structures all over the state, if you have people who will man your your ward to ward, local government by local government, we will have a free, fair, transparent, and acceptable primary, so that any person that emerges, all the aspirants, all the camps, all the factions will say, look, yes, indeed, this is our proper candidate, and this candidate will deliver the party in the general election. Anything short of impact, the party will keep
my apologies, let me come in here, because I'm wondering what impact Adams Oshiomhole, as the chairman of the party, will have in Delta State trying to resolve this problem that you have in the APC. What impact will his convening a meeting, which we understand that the former NDDC boss wants him to do immediately, failure of which APC can just forget about the 2019 general elections?
Adams Oshiomhole is very desirous and is very, very interested in delivering Delta to APC. Therefore, he knows also that he must have a strong united party to be able to deliver the APC. He knows that no one faction can do it alone. The two sides must come together. So the chairman knows that he has to do everything humanly possible to bring both parties, to bring both factions together. And I am appealing here to the national chairman, kindly do everything within your powers to allow direct primary. I'm also appealing to the National Working Committee to look at the issue of Delta desperately and urgently, to come out with the proper decision. And that proper decision is to allow direct primary. Because there is no way that if you are talking about machinery, are you going to bring machinery from Ogboru's ward and bring him to my ward, or bring machinery from Sokoto to my ward? No. We know the members, every member, all wards, they know their members. Every local government, you know their members. And then you have your card, whether temporary or the one by the internet registration, which the party has approved, which the party has encouraged people to tomorrow. Even yesterday, the National Publicity Secretary made it very clear that registration is genuine and that they have registered 16 million members for the APC nationwide. So if the national chairman can tell you that, so anybody telling you that he has gotten a fake registration, the person himself is fake, not the registration. The national chairman, he said we have registered via internet, which is authentic. You register by internet with your PVC. You register yourself, you are captured on television. You are captured on your photograph is captured. So immediately you are captured, you are now given your automatic voters your registration card, which you have, which I myself sitting down here, Dr. Ojugbo, I have. So okay, I am prepared and ready
come in here.
for direct. I'm ready for direct primaries.